And there I am. Just wanted to make sure I'm live in the broadcast here. See if anybody will jump on this morning. Well, I hope everybody's having a good Sunday morning. I hope they'll jump in here and participate this morning early. We're going to do some exciting things. Let me see if I can get a few people in here. Hey, Greg. Hey, Joshua. Yeah, I'm getting here. We're getting some in here. See if they'll declare who they are. So who jumps in here and says something? Hey, NC Trucker. Yeah, glad to see you in here. Yeah, I'm just trying to. I hope everything looks good. I hope everything's coming through bright and clear and everything this morning. Hey, Heavy Machinery. Patrick. Yeah. Hey, Blake. How are you? Yeah. Yeah. Everybody. No trucker. Yep. Oh, okay. I don't know what. Yeah, we're trying to get in here and get started this morning. I'm gonna try to have a giveaway. I've got a everybody's kind of doing some things like that. Last night I was on Heavy Machinery. Heavy. Wait a minute, here I'm about to get Phil's name screwed up here. Phil's show. I was doing his. I was in his podcast last night. Well, there. Hey, Jerry, how are you? But I'm going to be giving away some stuff this morning. Hey, Chris, how are you? Yeah, I was what I was calling you about, Chris. I was wanting to give you my address and everything, so you and the missus can send us an invitation to your wedding and everything. And one thing I'm going to do this morning, I hope everybody can see that real good. I'm going to give away this set of Carlile screwdrivers. Real good, real nice screwdrivers. I like them a lot because on the screwdriver itself, it's got the place where in case you need to, you can put a wrench there to give you a little extra twist, a little extra torque and everything. Real nice set. And it's also got the hole in the back in case you want to do it that way too. If you want to add a little extra torque, you want to add a little extra torque in your game. I think that's about a $50 set of screwdrivers. And I'm going to, yeah, from Heavy Wrench. Yeah. Okay. But I'm gonna give that set away right there. It's over my shoulders, as you can see. Give that away later in the broadcast, and hopefully I can get enough people in here, and they can. And I need everybody. If you're in here and you want to join the contest, say something on the chat so I know you're in here. And then when we get a bunch more in, hey JC, screw chisels. Yeah, they're good screw chisels. Yeah, but I think they're pretty good. I have a set at home, and as you can see, it's got the little thing for the wrench up there, so you can put a wrench. I don't know what size that is. Looks like it's about a, I don't know, 7/16 or 3/8 or something wrench that you can put in, or you put a pair of vice grips on it if you wanted to also. Hey, Walter, how are you? Oh, you won something from Rust Belt. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I'm trying to. I never have given one away because I want to make sure it's everybody. I'm gonna have to double check too. I want everybody to be a subscriber, of course. Oh yeah, these are expensive. If you purchase them one at a time, they're pretty expensive screwdrivers. Of course, they give us a discount when it's in a set like that, and I'm passing that on. Use them for whatever you want to. They'll be free when you get them, so there'll be no cost involved. That's the good thing. But I mean, they're a great set of screwdrivers. Like I said, I use them at home, and I've got a set that I use at the shop too. Well, thank you, Boone Automotive. Yeah. I'm going to try to, like I said, make sure everybody's a subscriber, and we'll be checking that along with, let's all give me a thumbs up too. Give me a little shout out on that. And that helps everything on the channel too. If you can click on it, trying to do everything that, helps boost the channel. That's what everybody has to do nowadays. You have to kind of call on your community to help you boost your channel. And yeah, they look a little bit, I think Matco and Carlile, some of them probably use the same tool manufacturer. I mean, there's a lot of them that do that and then brand it their way. But it's a good set. It's a good set. They had another set that I actually had some buck knives in it too, and it was a nice set too. So I've had a couple of those like that are real nice sets. But I'm hopefully, yeah, I don't know if it tells who the manufacturer is on this or not. It's a lifetime warranty, and it's got ball camp on it for one thing. But I think you'd be happy to get that set. We'll put that right there so people can see it. But oh me, yeah, I kind of when I want to do a giveaway, I want to give it to the ones that are loyal to the channel. I want to give it to the ones that come in here and contribute. And we have 40-ish, 50-ish, I guess, of regular guys that chat and everything else, maybe a little bit more. But I've got a lot more subscribers. A lot of them are from overseas, and this has to be from somebody in the U.S. too. This is going to be a U.S. giveaway because I can't afford to ship it overseas, and I do have some overseas listeners. Sorry, guys, it's just too darn expensive to ship overseas. But I'll ship this out probably FedEx because I do get a little discount with FedEx, so I'll probably ship it through FedEx and all that sort of stuff. Well, hey, trucking and OD podcast, yeah. Glad to see you in here. But yeah, I want to get that going, get this going, get the podcast going here, and make sure that we can have something that people will say, hey, well, this is pretty nice, and I think it is. It's a nice set. Like I said, I like the Carlile. I got the Carlile board out here on the wall that has a variety of every tool that Carlile has, and it's really it's really nice, really handy, and my customers like it a lot because a lot of times people will come in and all they need is just one tool. They won't need okay, somebody passed one of my trucks coming through Charlotte. Okay, cool. Yeah, you saw it. It had Cherryville on it probably. If it says Cherryville, North Carolina on it, that's one of my trucks. I'm the only contractor with FedEx. I'm gonna brush my hair back. It's definitely a hat hair day for me. Yeah, it's a nice looking set. It's a nice looking set. I think that anybody that would want that set or get that set would enjoy it. If you've got a tool truck or if you just any kind of setup, I have a set like that in my tool truck. I don't know what my phone's kicking out there. Yeah. I actually have. Hey.
My truck number that I'm switching into tonight?
Yeah, I've got it down at the shop. I'm actually live. I'm actually live on the broadcast right now.
Oh, just text it to me then when you get done. I'm not thinking I'll go there, spend an hour switching out, and then I'll get on the road tonight.
Right. I mean, when are you planning on being down there?
Probably by 10. So I can, spend an hour getting
Okay.
by 11. Just keep it in mind.
All right. Well, what I'll do, call me before you do, because it take me about the same amount of time to get down there, and we'll switch out because I need to bring the other unit back in and get it worked on, and I'll be bringing this one in. We've got it up at the shop working on it. We had to put a new air dryer on it while it was up here, and so we're doing that, and we'll send you back out with it this later tonight. All right, and jump on and check the broadcast out if you want to. You're I'll, I got to hang up. I got to hang up and get back to my broadcast here. All right, let's see. Yeah, I had drivers always call in. I have to double check. Sorry about it. I actually have a business, so I have to control the business too. We along with the Napa, we have the trucking business, and the trucking business is the big part. That's the thing that does well for us. I mean, the FedEx trucks are our money maker. My Napa store, we're trying to get it off the ground. I mean, it's a good store, but the gentleman that had it before me had let it go down so far that it's getting the customer base back up is been the hard thing. We've got a lot of inventory. We got about $1 million worth of inventory, but we're still, store levels. You have to get up to a certain customer base, whether you're a Walmart, whether you're a Target, where you're, whatever size store you are, you've got to be able to meet your community base and everything. So that's what I'm at. Hey, Joy, how are you? Yeah, I got get the newbies and the regulars in here. I want to get everybody in here. Like I said, I'm going to be giving away this set of screwdrivers in a little while, and I want to try to make it fair for everybody that jumps in here and all that sort of stuff. I haven't seen Ponca lately. Ponca is usually the first one. I haven't seen him in here lately. I was hoping he would jump in here. He's changed jobs, I think. I don't know if he's working now or not, but he had told me a couple of weeks ago that he was changing jobs, I think. So I haven't. Okay, you won on Instagram because okay. Yeah, I missed Ponca last week. I didn't even see him in here. Ponca's usually one of the first ones in. And then I got Ralph and a few others. Of course, some of them on the West Coast. This is early. I mean, there's some that when I get on here late at night, I get a different clientele sometimes than I do early in the mornings. When I'm here early in the mornings, I do pretty good and everything. But then late in the afternoon, like I said, I have a whole different clientele. But try to get in here and make it interesting. I got hey, comfortable man. I hadn't talked to you in a little while. Yeah, I try to I'm trying to change up a little bit. I'm trying to make the show a little more interesting, the live broadcast. Well, there's Ralph. There, I was just speaking of you, Ralph, and you're back home now. Thank goodness. Ralph has been fighting this old bad disease everybody's worried about, and he has kind of had 2 bouts with it, but he seems to be coming through pretty good. We've had 3 of our regulars on here that actually have caught it, and I hope everybody's doing good. I mean, that's tough. That's tough. Of course, now we're not worried about it as much as we are, keeping our cities straight and everything. Our cities are in tough shape because of all this rioting and looting and everything, and it's not a good thing. I mean, everybody and his brother realized that cop had done bad. Everybody. I mean, you can look at it. You can't choke somebody with your knee and get away with it. And that guy knew he was doing wrong, and then it's just uh, it's just tragic. But what has happened now is tragic things happen to the United States. I mean, that's just as bad. What's happening to the United States, and doing it under uh, the banner of saying, "Oh yeah, we're doing it because we've been done wrong." Well, no, you can't justify burning a building and looting somebody's business, and especially these businesses that won't be able to come back. I mean, some of these businesses are small businesses. Some of these were struggling anyway. And think about it. Now you have ruined that guy's business, and you look at most insurances and everything, and they won't pay for that. So it's really, really tough. Yeah, I can imagine not going over underpasses and everything. I mean, and that very thing happened to me, Blake, about probably 20 years ago. I was going under an underpass about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and got shattered with somebody threw a bunch of gravel or rock off of a bridge on top of me. It was terrible. It was terrible. Yeah, I know they got everybody in lockdown, but they're not adhering to the lockdown. They're not adhering to the curfews. I mean, it's crazy. I saw a video of I just saw it this morning that one guy he just kept on going, and they tried jumping on the side of his truck. If you jump on the side of my truck, I'm moving. I'm not waiting on you to beat my windshields out and everything. I'm going on. Uh, yeah, those people are not protesters. They're professional anarchists. They're terrorists. And if I'm in a terrorist situation and you're jumping on my truck and you're throwing bricks and rocks at my trucks, I'm barreling right on through. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping because a lot of people probably don't remember the was it Rodney King? I can't remember the no, it wasn't. It was because of Rodney King, I think. But there was a truck driver that went through L.A. and he was in like a dump truck, a tractor trailer dump truck, and he got caught up in the riot in L.A. I believe it was just years ago, and they about killed the guy. They drug him out of the truck and beat him and everything else. So I would never do that. If I'm sorry, I mean they'll have to charge me for something later, but I'm not going to take. That's self defense at that point. That is self defense of getting out of there. Rodney King, yeah, is the Rodney King incident. The young guys in here, you may not remember that, but I remember it very much. So I think it was in the '70s, mid to late '70s or something. Yeah, Reginald Denny was okay. That was the truck driver. That's right. Reginald Denny was. You have to look if you want to look in history and look at that. And there's probably videos out there about that. Reginald Denny is the truck driver. The guy got killed. They beat him up terrible, and I think he's disabled because of it, or he may have died by now. I don't even know. Yeah, it's terrible. No, I didn't see that one that hit a cow. Uh, but a cow will flat tear up a truck. I know that. I had a fellow contractor that hit a Black Angus cow uh, on I-40 going to Asheville. This has been 25, 30 years ago. It totaled that truck. I mean, totaled it. Of course, I mean, he said, I didn't even see it till I hit it. I mean, he's doing 65, 70 miles an hour and hits a Black Angus cow. I mean, you can imagine you're not going to see a Black Angus cow and at midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning in the middle of the road. It's just not visible unless it's a well lit night where the moon's out real good or something like that. But yeah, you hit a Black Angus cow, you're going to have some real damage. I mean, that poor boy, he totaled that truck. I mean, it flat just totaled. I went up to look at it to say, I was thinking about, well, maybe buy it and salvage it and rebuild it or whatever, because he had told me about it. And I went up to look at it and lost. So there wasn't any chance I could rebuild that one. It totaled it, and it's terrible. Yeah, you can hit a deer and you won't have that much damage. I mean, some deer will. I had one of my trucks that hit a buck, and it disabled that truck because the horns went right through the radiator and charge air cooler and everything else. It disabled that truck. We had to tow it in. But a lot of times when you get hit by a deer or something like that, they'll not tear it up that bad. Of course, you see a lot of the guys now that'll put what they call the deer or moose guard on the front of their trucks, where it's got the big square tube, not square, but round tubing. And of course, you have to pull it down to get the hood up and everything. I had the same thing that happened to me, Chris, like that too. And it was real scary too, because I came up on it and almost couldn't get stopped. And because the guy had flipped and it was I-40 at Hickory, but did the exact same thing. It was out rainy and everything. And he was in a Jeep and lost it and flipped it. And he was setting sideways, no lights, no nothing. And had I not caught just a little bit ahead of time, boy, I could have barreled right through that. Yeah. That's exactly right, JC. They could hold up a sign, gun-free zone, couldn't they? Yeah, gun-free. Right. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's we are getting to the point again that you've got to have control. And these mayors and governors and people that won't let the proper authorities do their job. Now that's what that in Minneapolis was a farce. And as far as I'm concerned, how you tell the police to back up, let them go, get away from there. What's the police job is to control everything. And when they start burning police cars and I mean, people need to be around that to control that. I mean, that's bizarre. I can't stand it. I can't stand to see it. I turned it off last night because I said I can watch it in highlights because I just get irritated with people trying to do that, and the cause is not what's causing that. They're blaming it, or they're saying it's to honor that. They're not honoring that guy. The man's family said this will not honor him when you burn down the cities and when you do all that rioting. That's not honoring that guy. You honor him by a civil march like Martin Luther King did, who marched in plenty of cities, who had the March on Washington that had 200,000, probably 500,000 people there at the Lincoln Memorial, and was peaceful. It was peaceful. That's what you're after. And he got results. These people here are getting no results. All they're doing, they're dividing the country further because people dislike it so much. Yeah, and somebody like it, and I'm that way too, JC. I mean, I have to have self-protection. If somebody were to come up on me, I would have to have my own protection because I can call 911. It's going to take 30 minutes for anybody to get out there. I mean, they're not going to be out there within a split second. And people that live in more rural areas are going to be in that situation. So, we all have to think about that. We all have to think about that. We've got to have sanity among ourselves. We've got to have, a good thought process and not just be thinking, this is right, this is wrong, and you have done me wrong. There's a lot of people out there that may not have the opportunity. You're not going to get the opportunities if you feel like all you can do is beat your way into it. You're not. There's very few opportunities out there if you're a terrorist in any way. If you've got a record of any sort, there's those are few and far between. I mean, think about it. If you get out there and you're caught looting and you're caught doing these things, and that gets put on your criminal record, then you think an employer is going to want you? Do you think an employer is going to say, well, yeah, let's just hire him? Oh, yeah, don't worry about that. Got caught looting and rioting and this thing because that was a good cause. No, sir. They're not going to hire you. It's crazy. And, we've got to have a little common sense. Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of these, and the newscast, not all the newscasts, because they don't want it doesn't fit their agenda. But a lot of the newscasters saying, these are people that are shipped in. People that some of the leaders in these different cities saying these are not our people. These are not the people from Bronx. These are not the people from Minneapolis. These are not the people from Los Angeles. These are people that bust themselves in or whatever. They're paid terrorists, and that within itself, the government needs to step up and label some of these Antifas and some of these others as terrorist organizations. I mean, they are, in my opinion, they're terrorist organizations, and they should not be given any leeway. I mean, you can't have somebody that's and I guess the Antifa, they got it made now because they were always going around with masks and hoods on and everything. So now they can do that and get away with it. Said, oh yeah, well, I'm doing that because of the disease, But and that's what I was saying. The Minnesota governor said that a lot of those arrested were not from the area. They came up there just to do damage. And when you're just there doing damage, it's no good. It's no good whatsoever, and everything. Well, guys, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give away. I've been telling y'all about it. I'm going to give away this set of Carlile screwdrivers here. Have a little bit of a contest about it too. I saw Heavy Wrench was I was on his show last night. I saw his podcast. And what I'm going to do, for people that know me regularly, you might get this just like that. It's going to be a number between 1 and 50 again, sort of like what he did. But I'm going to give you a hint. The number that I'm going to use is my football number. My football number, and if you can guess it, whoever's first to guess whatever my football number, and it's between 1 and 50. But I was, when I was in high school, my football number, and I'll give you a second hint. It's the same year model as my coupe. So that narrows it down for anybody. They're jumping in here. So go ahead and start guessing, and then whoever gets it first will get the get the wrenches. Again, I got them coming close. So go ahead and guess if you want to guess. Guess a number between 1 and 50. And like I said, I'm narrowing it down to everybody because they're getting close. You're getting close, guys. I hadn't seen the right one yet. Keep going, guys. Somebody will get it. I'll see it in just a second. Mainly the bench, Jerry. Oh boy, everybody! I tell you what, you're getting close, guys. You're getting close. As soon as I see it, I'll give the old shout out here, and but everybody's getting. Oh, No. Oh my God. Keep guessing, guys. Keep guessing. I love it. Oh no, keep guessing. Oh me. Some of you guys have been really, really close. Well, let me tell you this. Now I was skinnier. I was skinnier back in those days, so you can keep guessing. Oh gosh, I can't believe y'all hadn't guessed it yet. Keep guessing. Keep guessing. Oh, you're getting close, guys. You're getting close, though. I mean, y'all have jumped all around it, but you've jumped all around it. But let me see if somebody can guess it. Keep digging, guys. Keep digging. Oh, hey CP, I hadn't seen you in here. Yeah. Keep digging away. Let's see if we can find that number. I mean, several of y'all have gotten really close. Several of you have gotten really, really close. But I haven't seen the number yet. I'm watching it intently here so I can see if anybody will get it. No. There's only 50 numbers out there, guys, so you're bound to get it in just a little while, hopefully. And like I said, I'll give you 2 hints. It was my football number in high school. And it's also the year model of my coupe that I have. It's the year model of my coupe. So if anybody is, I had a picture of my personalized tag that said Mike's, coupe and everything. So if you'd remember seeing any of that. Whoa, somebody got it. Chris got it. Oh, Chris got it. 31. All right. Chris Outcast got it. Finally got somebody. 31. Yeah, that was my football number, and that's my A model number. Yep. So Chris got it. Of Outcast. So I'll be sending this out to Chris at Outcast Projects. Boy, that took a while. But all right, Chris, you're the lucky guy. Yeah, I kept watching it intently here just to see who got it first. And it looked like Chris made it first. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going back. Yep. Chris is the first one. Chris is the first one. Yeah, it was 31. That was my high school football number, and I was a halfback or a tailback. A lot of people used to say, "What position do you play?" I said, "I played tailback." And I said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." I'd go up to the coach. "Coach, let me in. Let me in. Get your tailback, boy." And so that's. Oh, you well, hey, that's all right. You got it either way you look at it, Chris. You got it first. So I was hoping people, and I gave the hint out there, so anybody could have done it. Anybody could have done it. But yeah, my coupe's a 31 A model, and my football number was 31. That's what I was in high school. So I've always kind of favored 30. 31's been one of my favorite numbers, I guess, because of that. But yeah, I'll have to get that out, Chris. I'll need to get your address, and because I'll get you these Carlile screwdrivers to you. Good set. You can give me a shout out when you get them too, now, Chris. When you can do me a shout out back on your video if you can, and I'll get you that set of screwdrivers and all that sort of stuff, and I'll try to do this again because this is fun. I like this, and might have to get something else from it within the store. I mean, I've got a store full of tools and everything like that, so hopefully I can give a few things out. It's a little bit of average. I put it in my advertisement budget for the school. I mean, not for the store. So that's the way I'll justify it. I'll put it in my advertisement and enjoy it too. And that's a pretty good thing. But yeah, it's fun having a contest, whether you win or not. I hope the guys. I hope maybe I can do this again. Like I said, but I'll send this one out to Chris, and I think he'll really enjoy it. I know Chris can use it. All right, I got a driver calling me here. Hey, Cornelius, what's up? No, they hadn't. What they switch you to? Oh, so you're going to go to Ellison instead? What are they going to do? Switch you with a team? Okay, and they're going. What time they're going to meet you up there? All right, you already left when they switched you? Up to dispatch. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, just sorry about that. Oh yeah. Well, that'll get you back quicker. That'll get you. Hopefully it will. Hopefully it'll get you back. Hopefully they won't have you sitting up there. Wait a minute. They're leaving out at 9 o'clock also? Well, that ain't right. Let me call him back. I mean, if they left at 9 and they're going to have you waiting further. Well, they'd have to be coming out of Harrisburg and everything, but we'll see. Let me find out from him right quick. All right, we'll see then. Sorry about that, guys. I got to do just a little bit of business here because I've got to make sure my guy didn't get. See. Hey, Jeff, this is Mike Jones. Cornelius called me and said y'all changing his route. Okay. So what are we doing? Okay, on the Ellison, is he just dropping up there? No, it's a meet with Hagerstown. So we'll just put you on this. You're here. Let's put you on a run. Okay, so he's coming out of Hagerstown, not Harrisburg. Yes, correct. Okay, is it just a single or it's not a team? Is it? No, it's a single. It's Ellison, Virginia. Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Right up there. Not before you get to Roanoke. Right before you get to Roanoke. Yeah, I know where it's at and everything. It's just I just didn't want him to be in a situation where he's going to be sitting for 2 or 3 hours. Oh, no. They're meeting us. They had an extra person. Okay. They set up 3, and we had 3 lined up, and then our guy bailed. We said, "Well, we'll just slide you over to this." Okay. You got to run. We got you a good run. Yeah. Okay, and Hagerstown. I mean, and so it's going to be Hagerstown as opposed to Harrisburg. Good gracious. I thought everybody's supposed to have this in order. I'm working my tail off to get it in order, and we have it in order here, but we just can't get we can't get people to beat us. Right. So that's the trouble we're running into. Yeah, I know it. We got him a run. We got him running. Okay. Not quite as long, but we got to run. Okay, sounds good. Okay, next one. All right, see you, Jeff. Sorry, guys. Real work. As you see, that's what a lot of my business. Y'all don't see it much, but between that phone, both these phones, and I got 2 more. We stay busy. We stay real busy trying to make sure all the dispatchers are right and getting all the trucks and the mechanics and just a lot of work. A lot of people don't realize. A lot of people don't realize what all's involved with this. I mean, there's a tremendous amount of paperwork and behind the scenes work lot of behind the scenes work that you don't even think about when you're not a contractor. But when you're a contractor with FedEx, that this is you have to have phones right with you at all times. But that's part of the biz. I enjoy it, and I'm trying to it gives you a little bit of insight, I guess, of what I actually do sometimes. Some of it, this can get helter skelter sometimes with with the phone. Sometimes if we got a lot going on, and sometimes we do. I mean, if you have a breakdown, if you got dispatch problems, especially during the week, my days stay very, very busy, just on the phone all the time. It's being in multiple locations too. It can be really taxing and everything too. But that's what I chose to do. That's what I'm happy to do, because it's a good occupation for me. So I hope you didn't mind kind of being involved with what I'm doing on the side, and that kind of get an idea about it. I only have 2 ears. That's my problem. I actually have a Bluetooth set that goes with this phone here, and actually, see, I wear hearing aids. Like I've told you guys, if you've seen, let me adjust my lights kicking in here just a little bit. I'll kick that down a little bit because the lights. If you've seen, I can't even get my advertisement in, can I? Let's see. I have to go this way, wouldn't I? I can't get my advertisement. I got my advertisement for my store on there. There we go. Now I can see it. But about to get my train of thought lost here. I forgot now. Oh yeah, I was talking about my hearing aids. I've lost. If you've seen you've seen my old videos, and you've seen the switcher that I used to have to do when I was young, and I basically damaged my hearing pretty bad back then. I didn't even realize it. I mean, I was a young kid. I started when I was 18 years old as a yard switcher, and we had a B61 Mac that had the back window cut out real big. I mean, it was they took the back window out and then cut it out larger so we could reach through the cab and hook the hoses to the front of the trailer. And back then, back in the 70s, 60s, and 70s, the hoses were in the middle of the trailer. And if y'all ever see a, hey Herschel, how are you? Did I know that Napa's going to have a sale on long pattern combination wrench? Probably I'll have to look in the sales sheet. No, I don't dispatch. Fortunately for me, on my FedEx, I got assigned runs. But what happens on the weekends a lot, they have all these extra runs, and I'm obligated to cover what they call my lane. If I've got if I've got a lane that needs to be covered, I've got the number 1 slot or number 2 slot and multiple lanes because I've been there so long. So I'm responsible for covering those lanes. And so what I have to do is make sure I have multiple drivers and spare drivers on the weekends. So that's what we get involved with, and that sort of stuff. But oh, you're in Chillicothe. Ain't that the way is Chillicothe, Ohio, Herschel? I believe is that close to saying that right? Now Chillicothe, I've been. That's not too far from Cincy, is it? I can't remember. Yeah, I think he's up there in your neck of the woods, isn't he, Blake? Because Blake, you're not too far from Columbus, are you, Blake? I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Yeah, I've got, that's what my hearing aids are Bluetooth also, Joey. And that's, as we were talking about that a while ago, I've got a Bluetooth I got a Bluetooth microphone that I actually wear around my neck. You can't see it when I don't have it on now. I don't wear it all the time, but all I have to do is just touch it and answer the phone, and then I'm talking with people on my hearing aids. Then works really good. Works really good. Okay, it's 1 hour south of Columbus. Okay, yeah, I've been through that area numerous times. You know, going up to Columbus or been near it. I won't say, but I don't know if I've actually been in the town of Chillicothe. But yeah, I've been, you know, in the Columbus area and Cincinnati and on, you know, on over toward Louisville and all those on the interstates, you know. Which is, see, what is that? Is it 66 going across there? I can't remember. I know we got 75 going north. We got 77 going north, and then I think we got six. And then we got six. Hold on. Well, JC says Blake was the first one to do. Blake, were you ahead of Chris? JC's disputing this. Okay, JC says that Blake was the first to guess 31. If he was, then I'll have to. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to be a fair guy on this. I don't like any kind of discrepancy. So Blake, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Blake, you give me your address. Chris, you give me yours. I'll give 2 sets out, because I would rather give out 2 than have a discrepancy. Because I thought it was, I was watching it and I thought it was Chris. But we'll give 2 sets out. I've got multiple sets here in the store. I'll give out a set to Blake, and I'll give a set out to Chris. So both of you give me your address. Whoa! I won't give that set. That went off like a bang, didn't it? Oh, me. All right. Let's do that. Here, I'm gonna put my email address up here, and then Blake and Chris both, y'all email me. Let me see if I'm how in the world that am I not signed in my own chat to chat? There it is. Okay, there we go. There's mine. You see the Think Trucking, and there's. No, I'm gonna give both of them one, JC. I won't do that way. I mean, I will give one to both. All right, shoot me your email. Well, now I'll need your address. I won't need your email address. I'll need your physical address where I can actually ship this to. But there is my email address that y'all can give me your physical address somewhere that UPS or FedEx can deliver to you. So no, do that, and then I'll send one out to both of you. I mean, both of you great guys. I don't want any kind. I announced it as Chris because that's what I was scrolling through, and I saw that first. But yeah, Blake, send me your physical address that those can be shipped to. Those will go good with a dump truck. Yes, sir. They'll go. I think you'll like them. I think you'll like them. And there's the set right there. And I will send the set out. To be a straight up guy, I'll send out. Okay, Chris, now that's your address. Okay, that's 10919 134 Road, or gosh, Offer. Is that the name of the town? Offerle, Kansas. Okay. Well, I enjoy that, but I mean, you know, I want to I want to be fair with people. I mean, I've seen so many of these guys out here that have done kind of funky things with giveaway, and I'm not going to do. I never do stuff like that. So I'll be straight up, and I'll do this again. I'll try to do this again. I enjoy that, and like I said, I'll do as far as marketing. I have the unique situation that some people won't be able to do. I can actually, enter that in as my advertisement budget. So I'll be able to do that. And of course, my wife will say, "Don't get too wild with it," but she's the one that writes all the checks, so she wants me to stay in hand. Yeah, yeah. Yes, send it to me, Chris. Send it to me on the email, if you will, and that way it'll come on my. Yeah, both of you guys send it to me in my email, and let me put it in here again. I don't mind having my email out here. It's on my descriptions and everything. But just send that to me. Okay, yeah, you're talking. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about, Kevin. Yeah, and we have that too. That's actually that's not the Carlile brand. It's the gosh, I'm trying to think of that brand. They hold on one second. That's the Evercraft. That's the Evercraft we have at that. Yeah, we have that on. Yeah, it's a big set too. That's the Evercraft that you're talking about, Kevin. I appreciate that. Yeah, but these are a little more professional on this Carlile. We have the Evercraft that we'll have on sale like that for yeah, JC figured it out before I did. I couldn't even. Sometimes the old brain's hard to get started good. I bet JC's got more screwdrivers in his shop than I got in my store, probably. Okay, good, Chris. I got a direct message from Chris. Yeah. JC's got a shop full. This, of course, down at my shop, I do too. I mean, screwdrivers are always something that who doesn't need screwdrivers? And this particular set, like I said, it's got how many Phillips? It's more straight. Okay, 1, 2, 3, well, four Phillips and 4 straight. That's what it is. But it's got the real nice. It's a real nice set. I mean, there's different qualities, different levels of stuff like that. So, well, I'm getting all kind of pop-ups and everything this morning. Staying busy, but I've enjoyed it this morning. I hope everybody else has enjoyed chatting and talking and a little bit of giveaway. Yeah, I'll try to do that. But yeah, I'll two of my favorite guys out there. I have a lot of favorite guys, but Blake's been a very good guy on the channel, and Chris both. So I'm kind of glad to get them both something there. And a lot of the other guys, and maybe we'll do it again. And I'm going to get off here in just a little bit. Oh, you just got up, Kevin. Oh, good gracious. I hate that. You're just getting into the channel. I'm about ready to shut it down because I've been out here and I got some things to do. But as y'all seen, my dispatching's kind of heating up a little bit, and I'm gonna have to get out here and do some things for the trucks and the drivers and a few other things. So I'll get off of here. I've enjoyed it this morning. I hope y'all enjoyed the giveaway. I'll try to do some more stuff like that over the months and everything, and try. We all do it. Try to increase our activity on here. Hey, Tim, how are you? Yeah, we I think JC, you jumped all around my number a while ago. I think you had 32 and 30, and I looked around. I kept watching for it. I said, man, surely. Hey, Daycab. Yeah, I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to jump off of here. Maybe I'll stay. I'm getting new ones on here. Maybe yeah, I'm getting ready to sign off. Sorry, some of you are late to the program, but maybe other guys will catch up on the rebroadcast of it. Enjoyed it this morning, guys. Y'all take care. Peace. Y'all be careful out there.